Recently I made a video on Palmswap covering all of the latest updates and features on Palmswap and why it's a big deal. So I wanted to make a follow-up video discussing the price of Palmswap and the price predictions here for the future. We all know Palmswap is one of my biggest investments and I believe it's gonna make me a lot of money here coming up. Before I go ahead and talk about the price of Palmswap, I just want to make it obvious that this video is not financial advice. I'm just showing you guys my own personal journey here in crypto. I share with you how I make a lot of money, but I also share some interesting facts and information about projects and also now some price predictions. So let's go ahead and look at Palmswap. In the previous video, we covered all of these updates over here and why Palmswap is such a big deal for the future. I also showed you guys how the products work. I mean, I didn't go into too much detail. They are going to be updating all of this here. So really there's no reason for me to show you guys exactly how all of this works here. It's just a basic trading platform that works really well. It has some of the best burn mechanics and tokenomics and all of that. That's why it's a big deal. Not that you can actually trade because, you know, you can trade on a lot of different platforms. It's the ecosystem around it that makes the big difference. We checked out the staking, 18.81% staking rewards, and the farming, 96.77% APR on that. And we also checked out the launchpad. Palmswap is building a really big ecosystem, and that's one of the reasons for why it's such a big deal. And one of the reasons for why I think the price of it is going to skyrocket as soon as the products are released and they start marketing. Now let's have a look at the price. This is the all-time chart, pretty much just half a year of Palmswap history. In the beginning, the project did not have that much liquidity. That's why the price was so volatile. I was here in the beginning and I thought like, holy shit, the price is just going straight up. I realized this was due to really high volatility and it later settled down because they were not doing any marketing back here. They're saving their marketing. I actually messaged the team directly and asked them, and they're saving most of their marketing for when the product is actually released. And one of the big reasons for why they're doing that is because they actually want users to the platform, not just investors. Of course, there's gonna come investors from marketing, but there's also gonna come a lot of users, and that's what they want. They want users to the platform, they want traders to the platform, because that's how the product works. Palmswap is an actual service. It's a product that they have where you can trade and then you pay trading fees on that. A company needs to make money to stay afloat and deliver their service. How do they get customers? Well, they provide a better product, and in this case, that's what they're trying to do, and that's why I'm so bullish for Palmswap here for the future, because in just 3 weeks on April the 18th, they're gonna launch their main net, where they just finish up everything that they have been working on. We have done a lot of alpha testing and so on. That's when they're gonna launch the main net, and that's where we're gonna see all of the products go live, all of the features, the burn mechanisms and all of that. So Palmswap actually has one of the best burn mechanisms for a trading platform. They burn a lot of tokens. So far, checking out on their Twitter, it's gonna be a bit down. They don't display their burning every time it happens. They do kind of a summarization of how it works. They don't do burning in one big chunk. They don't want to affect the price too much. They do it over time and then they display the results after the fact. But I think if we scroll down here on their Twitter, we can find some burning statistics and some really cool presentations. I mean, just look at that. That's really impressive. Scrolling down here, let's find some burns. Yes, here we can find the buybacks and burns. 1.2 million Palm was bought back and burned. That's 1.74% of the circulating supply. That's just absolutely insane. A big deflationary mechanic, because there will be some printing of Palm. It's not printing as in new tokens are being created, as it's already predetermined in the contract. We have seen that when looking at the tokenomics. We know that more tokens are going to be put in play as rewards and so on. This burn is just going to take it all out and even more. It's an issue we have seen with other platforms when they don't have a strong enough burn mechanism, and so that's one of the key focuses here for Palmswap. A really good burn. So back to the price. Here, Palmswap did not do any marketing, so the price of course dipped. They then launched their alpha test, and of course the price went up. And now we're getting closer to the main launch in just 3 weeks, so of course we expect the price to pump a little bit. Honestly here, I don't think it's gonna pump that much, because they are saving the marketing for when the product is released. There's no reason for them to pump the price prior to launching, because when they actually do marketing, they want conversion. So just like when you're marketing a store and so on, they want to market their product and actually get people in the door to trade on Palmswap. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna market and get users to the trading platform. That's gonna drive up the value of Palm. That's gonna drive in more investors, and it's gonna be a really cool marketing strategy. How much can the Palmswap price actually go up? We're looking at $0.02 right now. We've seen it as high here as 0.06. We've seen it higher here before, 0.12. I wouldn't really count this here too much, as the liquidity was a lot lower than it is right now. We can only calculate from here. We don't care about the history too much. Checking the market cap on CoinMarketCap will not give you the entire picture, because it's not updated completely live to the circulating supply that is happening currently. So in order to get the actual market cap and the actual circulating supply, I'll just head over to PooCoin, and we can see the total supply is 152 million tokens. You can see if we got a burn now of, let's say, 3 million tokens, that's going to be what, like 2% of the total circulating supply. That's just going to be crazy. And with more users of the actual products, there's going to be even more burning, because think about it, the burning mechanism actually comes from traders and not from investors. So the burn will not be maximized before the actual launch of the project and the products, because the tokens that are being burned is coming from the people trading. So we're really going to see the burn in action once people start trading and once all of the products are released after April the 18th. But now, looking at the market cap, pretty much $3.5 million in market cap. If we look at similar projects like DYDX, we have a market cap of 384 or $85 million. I mean, just look at that difference. It's absolutely crazy. If we compare it to DYDX here, a similar project, they have a market cap of $384 million. It's just crazy to see that a similar project like Palmswap has a market cap of 3.5 million. They have a market cap larger than 100x. Even comparing to GMX, that's just the biggest guy out there, they have $650 million in market cap, and Palmswap is just chilling here with 3.5 million. I think it's going to go up really fast once they start marketing. What we're seeing now is just pre-launch, pre-marketing and all of that. We're really going to see it explode once they start marketing and once the products are out. Comparing to DYDX, I actually wrote it down right here. DYDX 385 million, that's a 110x. That would be a Palmswap value of $2.5. That is absolutely crazy. Comparing to GMX, we have a 155x. We would be looking at a Palmswap price of $3.5. And now it's interesting, because if we compare market caps and we involve the burn, let's say it takes Palmswap 2 years to get to that price. Let's say it takes Palmswap 2 years to do 155x. If they burn, let's say 40% of the circulating supply until then, we could be looking at a 40% increase in value as well, which means we could be looking at a 200x, 300x, or even more. I know I'm sounding super bullish, but that's because I am. Not only because I'm invested personally in Palmswap, but also because they are launching a real utility, a real project. It's not some meme, it's not some shitcoin. It's a real project with real features. And of course, I've been trading in the alpha mainnet, testing it out all the way back here. It's just working flawlessly. I'm excited to see the updates here coming soon in 3 weeks. Of course, it could be that it never reaches the value of DYDX or GMX, or the project fails. You know, crypto is never 100% guaranteed. We already know that. But if they keep on delivering like they have done all the way back here, even when the project, you know, the price was just dipping, people were panicking, they were sitting back working on the products and releasing time and time again, really showing what they're focusing on. So even from here, if we just go to like 100 mil market cap, which is easy, especially in a bull run, and then we would still be looking like at a 30 or 40x. Really cool stuff. Now, please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm really excited to see what you think about Palmswap. And as I said in the beginning as well, that this is not financial advice. I just cover projects. I cover my own journey. This is both my own journey because I'm invested in Palmswap, but it's also a really exciting project. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.